How is everybody doing? It is Monday Motivation. It feels so good to be back with you guys. It's been a little bit, hasn't it? So welcome in. Sorry, I'm running late. I was like, oh my gosh, totally forgot to share this out. So I had to share it. I share it on my YouTube. I share it all over Facebook. Have to share it to my 2 Instagram accounts, my TikTok, my LinkedIn. Like I shared it everywhere. So not running too late, about 5 minutes maybe, but hey, not bad at all. So welcome in. If you are brand new to my channel, if this is the first time you've ever caught me live on a Monday Motivation, welcome in. My name is Pamela, aka Scooterrenee. Usually I like to say Scooterrenee, aka Pamela, because everybody calls me Scooter. So Tammy, in fact, this past weekend kept calling me Pam. I'm like, will you quit calling me Pam? You've never called me Pam or Pamela for that matter. You've always called me Scooter. Like, what is up with that? So, anyways, I am Scooterrenee. Welcome in. I am the host of your Monday Motivation, as I am for all Monday Motivations. So, welcome in. Make sure you do all the YouTubey things. You subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell for all notifications because you never know what I'm up to. And a thumbs up for tonight's show. I would greatly appreciate that as well. So with my YouTube channel, right? The algorithm, all that fun stuff. Yeah, thumbs up. Greatly appreciate that. Welcome in. Again, if you are brand new to my channel, welcome. All my OGs, it is so good to see y'all popping in here and everything. I'm sure more will pop in as they get the notification. Or as I jump around, because there's other great things going on YouTube besides me. So, I know I'm not the only person. So, yes, they'll be jumping in and out and everything. So, welcome in all my OGs and the playback crew. Welcome. I can't ever forget my playback crew. Y'all are an awesome group. You always let me know when you're watching the playback. So, continue to leave me a comment. Let me know that you are watching the playback. I've somehow remember to go in and turn on the playback chat, because I feel like if you can read the chat as I go along, even if you're watching the playback, it's almost like being right there with us when we're live. So, but that's the great thing about catching this while it's live. You're in the moment, you're in the chat as it's going, and you can participate and all that, because I do always try to throw in one or two, if not more, chat participation questions in there. As well as just seeing y'all chit chat with each other. I love it. So let's see who all is in chat. I know we're only 3 minutes in, but let's just go ahead and welcome those that have already come in. Robert and I, we, as you can see, have made it back safely from Colorado. Long trip. One of those, I needed a vacation from a vacation, type thing. So thank you guys. Real quick before I welcome all of y'all in, or before we go in and see who's here, thank you guys for supporting me while I was going on vacation, and even last week while I needed a little bit of a breather last week as well, for supporting me on my Buy It Now videos. Y'all, I can't express, and I can only do it in so many words, especially just 2 words. Thank you. But that just means so much to me that y'all still kept me going even while I wasn't live with you guys doing auctions. So, but kind of, getting back into the whole swing of things. Cool Ranch had texted me earlier, and she's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, well, it's time to get back with it, girl. All right, let's see who all is here. We had Tammy come in first. I don't know if she's still here, but welcome in, Tammy. Dream Chaser, welcome. Awesome auction guys. Caught them at the very end. I had to go pick up I have an auction house here locally that I love to shop from, and I swore I wasn't going to spend any more money. And when you know it, they would drop an auction last week. So they had things on there. It's my favorite things to buy. So as I got there today, I was like, I said I wasn't going to buy or spend any more money, John, and you're not helping. He goes, that's okay. The second part of this will drop next Sunday. So, yeah. So I had to go pick up those items, and I always visit way too long with him and his girlfriend. I love them both. They're so sweet. We got Joanne here. Hello, Joanne. Welcome. We got Nancy Smith. Hello, Nancy Smith. Welcome in. We got my better sister, Selena, here. Hello, Selena. Welcome in. And yes, Selena put it in there to be praying for her friend's family. The gentleman that she's speaking of passed away. He was only 50 years old from a stroke. So y'all are making me scared. I mean, scared to turn 50. So y'all will continue to keep Cool Ranch and her family in your prayers as well. As many of y'all know, Mike's niece and one of Cool Ranch's best friends was only 50 years old. And I'm like, okay, that's two 50-year-olds that have passed. And I'm starting to worry about turning 50. All right. Let's see. We got Echo here. Hello, Echo. Welcome in. So good to see you. So glad to know that you're safe as well. I saw that y'all got a hotel room, so you got some power, right? So glad to know that you're safe and sound. Any of you that are in Florida, Georgia, North Carolinas, parts of Tennessee, I hope you're all safe and sound. Remember, keep all those folks in prayers. We got another whammy coming from what I'm understanding. Julia coming, and then Robert was saying we're supposed to have like 3 hurricanes back to back the next 3 weeks or something like that. Anyways, I don't get into all the weather stuff, so I'm very dumb when it comes to weather. So, hey, Black Widow, welcome in. Distracting you from shopping. Hey, I do my best. I don't know if I'm that good, though. We got Stephanie Univagic here. Welcome, welcome. Shove some dinner in your mouth. I understand that one. All right. And then we got Cool Ranch, my sister from Colorado here. Hello, Cool. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. All right. Make sure. As long as you got Black Widow in there, that's all that matters. We know it's you. Let's see. Make sure. Lisa D, there you are. Couldn't type at first. Now I can. Darn it, you. I know, right? Like, for some reason tonight, I was like, okay, I got some time. It takes a while for chat to pop up once I turn my YouTube on, and I'll be darned if it didn't pop up like that. So it's just got a mind of its own, right? All right, make sure I got. Yep, I think I got everybody. If I didn't say hello to you, please let me know that I did not say hello to you. I do not try to ignore anybody, so just let me know that, hey, dummy, I said hello. All right, so like I said, guys, it feels so good to be back with you guys live. Thank you for still showing up when I needed a break. Like I mentioned earlier, things might, we're in the we left the third. We are in the 4th quarter now. And so I haven't quite decided how I'm going to finish out 4th quarter just yet. So just stay tuned. Definitely thinking about 2025. Starting right now. I know we're not even October 1. Tomorrow's October 1. But, thank you, Black Widow. As I mentioned on my short today, that I've been a serious part-time, but really a full-time, if you really want to get honest about it, reseller since 2017. Started on Poshmark in 2017. I kind of dabble with eBay well before that and everything, but wasn't serious about it. But in July 5th, 2017 is when I got serious about doing some reselling and everything. Decided to make a go at it and so forth. And then YouTube entered my life. The auctions entered my life in 2020, I think like March of 2020, because that's when my work went staying at home. We shut down and everything. So I want to say it was March 2020 is when I got into YouTube and selling on YouTube and everything. And here we are in 2024. So I'm really going to start thinking about how I want 2025 to look, how I want that, what I want to be devoted to and everything. And I'm going to be doing a lot of that in this last stretch of 2024. So finish strong, of course, for 2024 is a goal of mine. But I'm already thinking about 2025. Can never start too early for that. So I just know for myself, I personally need to change up some things again to get my mojo back. And what does that look like? I don't know yet. I haven't thought it all the way through. But we're getting closer to the end of this year, and you guys know, if you've been around me for a while, that this is the time I start looking and I start planning my next year. And after the first year, I usually share those goals with you and what my vision is. Oh, what a Monday, yeah, Monday motivation night. So that'll be coming up in January as well. So you'll be asked to have your goals too. So if you're, especially if you're a reseller or anything in life, you don't have to be just a reseller. So, but I've missed you guys, and I'm trying to be disciplined and stay committed to my Monday motivation night. So thank you guys for being here and showing up. Tonight will probably be a short one as far as what the chapter looked like to me. But unless you guys really get going, in chat and so forth. So, but tonight's episode is number 96. That means 4 more episodes to 100th episode. I've already put it in there. You can see it in the thumbnails. You can see what day that's going to be. It's going to be right before my 50th birthday. What better time than to celebrate 100th episode right before my 50th birthday? So why not? Let's just do it. Let's go all out. So we're getting closer. So there we go. That's right. Here we go. 4th quarter. Yes. Now, I thank you, Selena. Whatever 2025 leads you, I'm here and we'll back you and all you do. Thank you. Right, Black Widow? You almost have to be. Yeah, you got to be a month or two ahead. That's right. Cool Ranch has been with me since I started. So she's known me forever. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome in. So good to see you, my friend. You always make me smile when I see you, even when we're in other auctions and I see your name. So welcome in, Jennifer. Tonight's topic is on faith and gratitudinal. I have no idea how to say that word, but gratitude gold, right? So we all know that faith is having complete trust or confidence in someone or something, and it's having faith in the unseen. Gratitudinal is not really a word. I have a hard time pronouncing it myself, as you can see, but it is used sometimes to describe a feeling of positive motivation and perseverance. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate you. Gratitude, of course, is being or feeling thankful or appreciation for the good things in life. So we're going to go ahead and do it right here, guys. Hey, Christy, Salem's Closet, welcome in. Good to see you. So chat participation time. Black Widow, I just now looked over on YouTube and saw you're not blue. Let me make you blue over there. I know you're on a different channel, but that's okay. There we go. I was like, why is she not blue? Oh, yeah, she's on our other channel. So chat participation time. Who has complete trust or confidence in their finances? You have the faith in your finances and the feeling of thankful or appreciation for the good things that come from it. If that's you, I want you to put a 1 in chat. And if that's not you, I want you to put a 2 in chat. Who has complete trust and confidence in their finances? You got the gratitude going on. You got the faith going on in your finances. Anybody, a 1 or a 2? Got a bunch of 2s. Yep, right. I guess I don't talk enough during the day, so I'm like, when I come on with you guys, it's like I'm chugging the water. So I apologize. Bunch of 2s, right? And I think this chapter, just like the last couple of chapters that we went over, right, Stephanie, kind of a 1, right? It depends on what day you ask me. But I think this chapter is going to be an eye-opening one for us to discuss, because there's a lot of aha in here for me. And you can relate this to no matter your personal life, financial, your business, relationships, whatever. You can, Right, Echo? Echo says it, yes. Life is always happening to wreck my financial plan, right? It's just, and I hear my kids say it. They're like, just when I think I can save up, something happens. Well, that's the way it always happens. Always happens. All right, you got to stand me good. One, of course, a catastrophic illness would take care of that, right? Yes. Right. All right. So, if you are new to my channel or my Monday motivation, right now we are taking these topics straight out of this book, You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. Guys, we are in chapter 7 of this book, and there are only 6 more chapters. So we're more than halfway through this book now. So if you haven't gotten this book, if you haven't gotten the yellow one that we just covered before this one, that's just simply You Are a Badass. I recommend you get these books. They've been so good. And she's funny. There's some things I can't share with you guys because it's just not appropriate for YouTube, but they're good. They're really good. And they're easy reads. So yay, Steph, right? Blessed because we made enough to pay off ER bill number 1. Yes. Selena said, I know this. I have lost myself, but I'm finding myself again and getting my finances under control. And I'm going to be on top of that, right? I think we all kind of have similar goals, believe it or not. So, but that's where we're taking these topics from. We'll probably cover this till, I think I got on there until end of October, I think is what it is. Either end of October, first part of November, we'll be done with that book. And then we'll move on to another. So, but you can go back and watch the playbacks to catch up on the other chapters of this book, so you can kind of get caught up. We're only on chapter 7 out of 13 chapters, so not too far. I mean, you got plenty of time to go back and watch the others if you want to get caught up to where we're at. So. All right, positive thought. There is no lack of things to be grateful for if you remember to pay attention. And I find myself here lately really trying to look around and be thankful for things that I probably wouldn't have normally have thought of before. I dropped a short video on my YouTube channel that I love the song. I can't think of the music, the artist. And I know some of you, like Lisa D, those of you that also listen to K-Love, Counting My Blessings. I can't think of the guy's name, but I did a video because like I forget the things that Robert and I have done in 23 years, 24 years, if you want to be technical, of being together. And so it's fun to kind of go back and reminisce, where we've been and how far we come. And so, he's one big blessing that I count every single day. But just remembering some of the stuff that we, the good things that we have gone through and so forth. And plus, seeing how young we were. I mean, Robert had such a baby face if he shaved off his beard and mustache now, he would have that baby face still. But I'm just like, my gosh, we have gotten older, I don't like thinking that I've gotten older. Oh, you're so sweet. Cool. Love it. Right. See, that's the whole goal of me doing this, is because I know that Social Security isn't going to pay for everything. So I'm like, if I'm already kind of in this gig and jiving with it and everything, maybe we can easily both retire eventually and have this income coming in as well. So, all right. So the author, she starts out in the chapter by talking about, imagine if you had a location that you just had this building down the street from you, and it held all the riches that you desire. And all these things were 100% guaranteed to show up in your life if you kept diligently working towards them. Chat participation time. Let's go ahead and throw another one out there. If you had this type of warehouse just down the street from you, maybe it's just right behind your house, from what kinds of riches what kind of riches would this in this building would there be in there for you? If you feel okay with sharing, please share in chat. What are some of the things that you would want to be 100% guaranteed to show up for you anytime you walk in that building? Ta-da! There it is. We all have different needs and wants. So, I want to hear from you guys. What would be in that building if it was just so readily available to you, 100% guaranteed, anytime you needed it, it was there? What would it be? Would it be a dream house, money, foundation funds, whatever charity you support or believe in? Is it some authentic thing that you bought off of Poshmark, eBay, Macquarie, or an auction, whatever? Is it a car? Is it a new business? What is in this warehouse just for you that you would want to have? Magic says health. Cool Ranch. Big buckets of cash? Yeah, that wouldn't be bad, would it? Black Widow. Loyalty. Lisa D. Pain-free life. Yes. Always Selena. Well, I don't have a warehouse, but there's an outhouse. Health. Yes. Hello, Shelby J. Welcome in. Good to see you. The greatest legacy one can pass on to one's children and grandchildren is not money or other material things accumulated in one's life, but rather a legacy of character and faith. Yes. Billy Graham. All right. So thank you guys for sharing with me. And I love that some of y'all put in there things that didn't have anything to do with money. I love it. Tammy says more space. I don't know if we need more space, Tammy. And Christy says health. Yes. Health is a big one. I think it becomes a big one as we all get older, right? So tired of pain every day, every hour, every minute. Yes. Well, looky here, Nancy. Health, education, protected home and property, God's protection, enough to bless others as well. Hope in a future with Jesus. Love it. Love it. So if this was where the universe had all your desires and riches in this location, and you knew it was there, how do you think you would show up in life day to day then? How do you think you would show up to work, or maybe your hobby, maybe it's reselling, maybe it's just showing up at your home with your family and stuff? Would you be happy? Would you be content? Yeah, I read one of them, Shelby. Awesome quotes, love it. Selena says, healthy life, but walls of stain and craze. Know the health of my kids, grandkids, and people I love, right? Yes. And then Christy says she's had over 20 surgeries, so health for sure. Yes. Exactly, Black Widow. The older you get, the less things mean to you. Shelby. I don't know if you can see it. Monday nights is always wrestling or football. He'll flip back between the two. Most time it's wrestling, though. So would you be happy? Would you be content knowing that you had this building that had everything that you could ever want, desire, your riches and everything? So a question for you then is, do you think that if we had this location that held all of our desires, it held all of our riches and everything, if this was a case, do you think that we would have all of these annoying distractions that we have in our day-to-day life now? Do you think those distractions would go away because we would not have any of our 3 favorite best friends? Who are our 3 best friends? I'm going to tell you. Awesome, Shelby. Right, Joanne? Yes. Yes. There must be a price. Oh, Stephanie, I wouldn't be, because then there would be nothing to strive for. Yes. Yes, we know what Sam's watching. And Selena would be watching what Robert's watching if I didn't have her attention right now. So those two are funny. Her and Roflo, they can talk wrestling. So I'm glad y'all have said that. Thank you, Shelby. So would we have those annoying distractions that we have now because we don't have a place that has all of our desires and our riches and everything? So when I'm talking about distractions, I said our three little best friends, they become our best friends as much as we don't want them to become our best friends. And I'm talking about things like doubt, worry, fear, all of those things. And the two, doubt and worry, they're always creeping its way back into your mind. Doubt, for example, is like that bratty little kid that says, see, that isn't going to happen after all. I told you. Anybody? What about fear? Because fear wants to constantly be our top number one best friend. And we can't forget about our dear old friend fear. We can't forget about fear because fear is always waiting for you to hold back. And what does fear want you to do? Does anybody remember the acronym for fear? Anybody? Oh, don't hold it against her. I love that she likes wrestling. My grandmother, that's how I grew up on wrestling, was because my grandmother, of all people. Fear wants you to fear everything and run. Fear everything and run is what fear wants you to do. Now think about how you would feel if you knew that this location was right down the road or maybe behind your house, as I mentioned. And if you knew that, then how would you feel? How would you feel knowing that it was just ready for you to take whatever you want or need whenever you want or want it, need it, whenever, however, no matter what? Don't you think? Do you think that you would feel relaxed, more excitement in your life? Do you think you enjoy things like work? I mean, you wouldn't have to, be like, okay, I'm going to show up for my job just because, hey, I got everything else made. How many of us can envision this building down the road? Because y'all know I visualize everything. So I definitely am in this boat. Secure, Jennifer, yes. False evidence appearing real. Yes, Nancy, yes. So can you envision this building that has everything that we could ever possibly want or need? How many of us can envision how we might feel if we had that so readily available? Can you go there with me? Can you allow yourself to feel what it would feel like knowing that you had that? Do you think you would be more playful? Maybe, dare I say the word, positive? Would you feel more positive? Or how about generous or grateful, as somebody mentioned earlier, about being able to give whenever they wanted to give to whoever they want to give to, just knowing that those funds were there to give away and share and everything. Or you give that ultimate dream car. I don't know if any of y'all have an ultimate dream car. Mine seems to vary. In fact, I had a booty of a guy raced me off the stop sign today that was in a Porsche that was convertible, which I never wanted a convertible Porsche, but I love Porsches. Do not get me wrong. And that used to be my dream car. But if I had that car, I'd be like, when I get my car, I'm going to let you drive it. Like, how many of us would be doing that with our buddy, saying, hey, when I get that car, that dream car, whatever it might be, that dream truck, I'm going to let you drive it. You wouldn't hesitate leaping into exciting, at the same time, terrifying opportunities, would you? Because you knew you had that to back you up if you needed it. You would be able to recover from mistakes quicker. If you bought something that you shouldn't have bought, you got money there to cover that up. You would be swagging, wearing the knowing that you had all that. Maybe you might be wearing some nicer clothes, high-end clothes. Maybe you just be in your normal clothes, but you'd be swagging because you got it. You got that that building that you can just go to anytime you need anything. You would be so pumped up knowing that you had that building filled with all your needs and all your wants. And if you can feel that way and see it, then you are the person that has the mindset of someone who's wealthy. You have that unshakable faith in yourself and something bigger, the universe. Your fortune is in your faith. Faith, my screen keeps jumping on me. Faith is necessary if you want to upgrade from barely getting by to thriving, because faith is the part of us that dares to believe that a new and amazing reality, which is often unseen and unproven, is within our reach. Without faith, also by the way, is known as belief in miracles. What would be the purpose of striving to create something new and extraordinary if you didn't have faith? So many just sit there and they settle for what's in front of them as if this is just as good as it gets. And they just say, check, please. Why? Why do you just sit there and just settle for what's in front of you? Faith serves as the powerful rocket that propels you into uncharted territory, guiding you towards your wildest dreams. That's what faith serves as. Could you imagine if NASA just said, well, this is Earth. This is as good as it gets. We would never know what space was or looks like, or the planets and some of the other amazing things like walking on the moon. If people just went, oh, this is just as good as it's going to get. This is Earth. Hey, Josie. That rocket, it has to be sturdy and it has to be able to withstand against crazy stuff that you fly through. If you think about the space shuttle that the astronauts are in, that's made of some tough material to get them through all of the stuff that they run into, and then coming back to Earth and all that kind of stuff. Not only are you up against your own false beliefs about money and anything else in life, but you have people that want to create and give you fear and doubt and worry, the three best friends, They want their best friends fear, doubt, and worry to be your best friends. You need to have faith that everything you wish for is within your reach and that you have all the necessary tools, the strength, authorization to bring it into reality. You can't be screwing around with this. The author gives us 5 ways of having faith that will help us get rich. Now, I'm not going to read all the details, but I am going to hit the key points for you. So in here, she says, faith helps you give how the heave-ho. You created the life you're presently living by doing what you know how to do and by being the person you know how to be. When you make the no-nonsense decision to get rich, you may not see any solutions or opportunities to make this new kind of money, no matter how hard you look. This is because you're so busy focusing on what you think the how should look like that you can't see the new, unrecognizable how that the universe is excitedly wagging in your face. Faith shifts your focus off the past, your old ways of doing things, and opens you up to new opportunities, new hows that will create a new reality. Let's see. Number 2 was faith raises your frequency. When you trust that your riches are on the way, instead of biting your nails over the what ifs and how the hells, you shift your emotional state from doubt and fear to excited expectation. This shift raises your frequency, opens you up, and makes you aware of people and opportunities you weren't seeing before. 3 was faith helps you shape shift. In order to become the new, richer you, you must relinquish your attachment to your present old identity. I'm broke. I hang out with other broke people and we do broke things together. We believe we are X, noble, stuck, safe, screwed, etc. We love our broke tribe and do not want to break it up. Instead of focusing on what you risk losing when you grow, faith helps you focus on and believe in all you have to gain. Faith strengthens your relationship with the universal intelligence. When you have faith enough to say, I may not know exactly how I'm going to double my income, I just know that I am, you are trusting that the path to riches will be shown to you. The next one was faith strengthens your self-confidence. If you're badass enough to leap off the edge of your present reality into the void, is there anything you can't do? The answer, no, nothing. And then the last one, she says, faith strengthens your abundance mindset. Faith in the unknown and the miraculous removes your focus from what you lack and hones in on infinite possibility. What you focus on, you create more of. Hence, faith equals abundance mindset equals you're going to need some bigger pockets. So that's the 5 things that she shares with us in the book. Faith is like when you take on an exciting new job or a new role at your job, whatever that may be, and you're doing this to change your financial outlook. It's like being on stage for the whole world to see. Anybody ever acted or been on a stage before? Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything in chat. I was in drama class when I was in high school. I know that was probably hard to believe, right? I was in drama class when I was in high school, and when you're on the stage and you're looking out to the audience, those lights that shine bright, shine back at you, they're bright and they're blinding, and you can't see everything that's out there in front of you at all. And so it can be scary of the unknown. Oh, good. I'm not alone. Stephanie took drama too. So you can't see anything. You can't see people, nothing. I mean, you just look like you're just. You just feel like you're staring out in darkness. Is what it feels like. So if you do the part right and you nail your lines, meaning you're doing a great job at the new job or in your new role, it's time to celebrate, right? That's when you get the audience clap, yay, and that kind of thing. Same thing when you're in your new job or new role at your job, and you're nailing it, it's time to celebrate. But if you didn't, that's okay, because the next time, if you didn't nail it just right on point, regardless if we're talking about acting or job or whatever, the next time you go out on stage, you have more info to work with. And maybe you go left stage instead of right stage, or you go up stage instead of down stage. You have to be willing to learn and take chances if you want things to change. Taking a leap of faith is a win-win, no matter the outcome. Treading water and staying in the comfort zone area for the rest of your life is boring. It's a yawn session. Faith is a muscle, just like your arm, your legs. The more you use it, the stronger your faith will become. Staying calm, focused, and holding on to your faith during tough times separates success from failure. So I'm going to share a quick story with you. With my booths at the flea market, my first priority with my booths, number 1 goal is to always make my rent with the items I sell and never have to pay anything extra out of pocket for my booth. I want it to sustain itself. I don't want to ever have to go figuring out where I can get money from to pay booth rent. I want what I sell to cover that and then some, right? That's my number 1 goal. Now, I've been doing this for, I think, over 2 years. And this month was going to be September was going to be my first month that I had not done this. And I want to say last week, I was around $62 or so last week. And I was feeling a little defeated, to say the least. I can't believe that, Josie. You quiet and shy? Never. But I want to say, that was about $62, $65, something like that. And you talk about feeling defeated, along with some other feelings I was having last week. It just all wasn't meshing well. So I decided, since I was working at the flea market this past weekend, that I was going to take my teas, my True Honey teas up there, and I was going to do samples, because I know when I do this with the events that Harley and I do together, if I can get them to sample it, they're going to buy it 9 times out of 10. It's that good. And so I thought, well, I text Tammy. I was like, hey, I know we've been talking about this, but would you mind if I did my teas this weekend? And of course, she was like, of course you can. She's always very supportive in all the ideas that we come up with and everything. Yay, boatman. Well, I know, Cool Ranch, but at the same time, like, regardless if I'm on vacation or not, I expect to be making money in my booth. Welcome in, boatman. Good to see you. So, anyways, I'm now sitting here and telling you that I made my rent just because of this weekend, just because I decided to get focused and stay calm about it, and hold on to the faith that I could do it if I set my mind to it. And I did. I just went ahead, took that chance, and I paid my rent. And now everything is hunky dory, right? But when you're used to excelling every month for quite some time, and then all of a sudden you have that 1 month that you're just like, what? Like, you never felt that way before. It was, Anyways, like I said, I stayed calm and I focused on what I needed to do, and I held on to my faith that I would make my rent without having to pay any extra out of pocket, and I did it. And I'm going to say it again. Calm, focus, and faith during the tough times separate success from failure. Even if I ended up being $20 short of my rent, I still succeeded because I took that chance. I didn't know if anybody would buy my teas or not. I felt pretty confident about it, but there's never a guaranteed in that, right? So I've decided that we're just going to throw caution to the wind, and we'll see how things end up and everything. But isn't it funny how we think we can't take one more moment of disappointment? We can't take the uncertainty. We can't take that pressure. One more thing to add to pressure. We can't take that. And in that moment is when the craziest things are pulled off. A test of faith is like playing chicken with the universe. The universe desires your growth and transformation into your most magnificent self. Embracing friction and challenges is the pathway to growth. These experiences bestowed upon us is invaluable lessons that propel us forward. When you firmly believe that everything unfolds as it should, you empower yourself to embrace the lessons, persevere until you achieve success, and maintain your composure throughout. When dealing with significant challenges, you may reach a point where your faith is all you have left. I just got chills because I know we all have been there, that was all you got left is your faith. And you've gone so far out of your comfort zone that anything familiar, anything safe or rational is no longer in sight. Badassery comes to those who takes risk. So we've been talking about faith. and everything, let's talk about gratitude, because I said that was part of our topic. Right? Yes. See, Selena was sick, thrown out with a fever, but she went on and done her auction. She was proud of herself doing what she had to do, and when it was over, she passed out. Right? It's like, if I can just get through this next, for me, it's usually 2 hours. If I can just get through these 2 hours, now I can just go straight to bed. Right? Black Widow, this is how I see it. This life is a journey we are passing through. It's full of lessons, and it's up to us what we learn, right? And it's up to us what we make of it. We can either be sad and depressed and have the ho-hum life, or we can be excited and take advantage of the opportunities that we have and everything. So let's talk gratitude. Gratitude is probably one of the biggest things that you need, one of the mightiness that you need. Gratitude puts you in close contact with the spiritual realm. Like I mentioned that song earlier. God, I'm still counting my blessings of all that you've done in my life. The more that I look at the details, the more that I find, I think is what it says. And with gratitude, you're matching your frequency to the frequency of the universe via thoughts and feelings of love. We've all seen it with kids. You have the kids that get something and they don't give it much thought. Maybe they whine and say they really wanted something else, They're great. Sorry. And then you have that one kid that shows deep down appreciation. They're excited. They're grateful for whatever they have received, for the gesture, for your heart. They might help you in return with doing kind gestures and show you their gratitude to you. Maybe it's even an adult that does this for you. Somebody does something for me. Well, obviously I want to return the favor and do something for them. That's right, Josie. Right? Never give up and enjoy life. Yes. So, and I don't know, I've got two daughters that way. I'm not going to say who's who. But I got one, she just doesn't get excited about anything. So it's really hard to read her. And I'm sure she's thankful for things that she's got. And then I got the other one that just oozes with appreciation and gratitude and everything. So, but when this happens, when that other person, is just so grateful for what you have done for them, for what you've given them or whatever, that person has met your energy of giving with their energy of gratitude. And that person's high frequency responses opens them up to receive more of that same energy from you as well as someone else. Wealth appreciates for the appreciative. I read what Black Widow said. Tragedy is a lesson. Will you hate the world, or will you be grateful for what you had so far? We wouldn't know what a tragedy was without happiness, right? Yes, I love it, Black Widow. and I like that wealth appreciates for the appreciative. Remember this text. Gratitude enables you to approach each situation with a higher energy. Gratitude enables you to approach each situation with higher energy. When you express gratitude for the lesson in challenging situations, rather than succumbing to anger, frustration, or self-pity, you elevate your frequency and pave the way for more positive experiences, steering clear of repeating negative ones. I'm sure y'all have heard this before, but it needs to be repeated. Resentment only breeds more resentment, while denial keeps you trapped in the same place. However, gratitude has the power to break this cycle, opening you up to new possibilities and setting you free. things that happen, like a flat tire on your way to a job interview, could actually be a blessing in disguise. Have your fit in that moment. I can't believe this happened. Of all days, having a flat tire, yada, yada, yada. But then be grateful that it happened. You're like, what? Scooter, I didn't hear you right. Be grateful that it happened, because you don't know. It could have kept you from taking a job that you would end up hating for the rest of your life. Or you might have met someone that you wouldn't have met if it hadn't happened. You guys know I believe that people are put in my life for a season. Some of these people have happened by chance. Some have, just like with YouTube, there's a lot of you I wouldn't know if it hadn't been for YouTube. Some have continued to stay in my life, and some were just to help me get from one point to the next point. But if that circumstance hadn't have happened, I wouldn't have had the honor or blessing of getting to know that person. You have the power to decide, the choice on rather to be a victim of your circumstances or take responsibility for how you choose to perceive them. Embrace the opportunity to seize control of your perspective and shape your own destiny. You can't, right? I was just reading about that today, Black Widow, about that great grief comes from great love. You're fine, Black Widow. You keep it up, girl. You can't see the silver lining through victim goggles. Practice making gratitude your go to. Notice the countless things that are around you to be grateful for and expect great things to come your way. If you are that person that when you're feeling frustrated and upset about your lack of income, it's crucial to dedicate real time to gratitude, especially if you believe you're doing everything right. Know that you can have everything right, but if you're dropping the ball in the being grateful area, you are more than likely pushing the money away due to desperation. Desperation pushes people and things away, while gratitude draws them in. Right, Selena? Yes. Let me say that again. Desperation pushes people away and things away, while gratitude draws them in. As I say that, I know that's so very true for me. Someone that pushes themselves on me, whether it be a salesman or a person or whatever, and they keep pushing at me, that really turns me off quicker than anything. So, for that statement, I find it to be very true. Of desperation pushes people and things away, gratitude draws them in. So if that's happening to you and you're in the desperation moment, evaluate what's going on and what you have to be grateful for. Remember, we talked a few weeks ago about how money is a currency and currency is energy. When you shift into a mindset of gratitude and focus on feeling thankful for everything you have and everything that's coming your way, even if you don't see any money at the moment, you strengthen your faith that the money will be there for you. This aligns you energetically with that belief that money will come and you will start to manifest the things and opportunities that you're grateful for. Yes, Lisa D. Gratitude by Brandon Lake. Yes, I love that song. I just heard it, I think it was yesterday. And I was just like, gosh, I really love this song. And of course, I work with a guy named Brandon, and they're good friends with Brandon Lake. And so that's how I kind of remember who that song is by. The author used in her book an example that I thought was right on, spot on with it. She said, it's like when you're on a plane and you take off in a drizzling, dark, depressing day, gray outside, cloudy and everything, and you look out the window at the gray sky and the sad little houses below getting misted with rain, then you head right into the dark clouds themselves. It's black and it's bumpy, it's scary, and then, ta-da! All of a sudden, you pop out on top of it all into a blue sky, fluffy clouds, and sunshine. The sunshine and fluffy clouds were there all along. You just couldn't see them from your perspective. Great way to look at that as an example of what it's like when we jump out of our comfort zone and be grateful. I've been there, done that, and have learned lots of lessons the hard way a lot of times. I want to help others if I can with advice from what I've learned, right? Yes. Yes, I love that song too, Black Widow. Yes. No matter how daunting or impossible your situation may feel right now, remember that it's not the truth. It's just what you're experiencing at the moment. And just like the airplane example, there's a bright and different reality waiting for you. All you need to do is push through your own storm clouds of fear, doubt, and worry. Stay in grateful expectation with unshakable faith that the sun is there, even though you can't see it just yet. And stay the course through the turbulence until you reach the other side. All right. Who remembers the mantra from 3 weeks ago? Anybody remember the mantra from 3 weeks ago? I'm just kidding. I don't even remember what the mantra was 3 weeks ago. So the last mantra that we read was, I love money because it comes when I call. This week's To Get Rich Money mantra and your homework. Y'all didn't know y'all had homework every week, but you do. No, I'm just kidding. You can do it if you like. So this week's money mantra in the book, right? I can't either, Joanne. So 3 weeks ago it was, I love money because it comes when I call. This week is, I love money and I'm grateful every day that it's surrounding me with its glorious goodness. So let's see, the 6 things that she gives us to do. If you have been doing this or kind of think about it as I say it, number 1 is take 5 things in your life that frighten you, that bum you out, irritates you. Find reasons to be grateful for them and write them down. Boy, that's a good one right there alone. That should be something we all do together and share. Take 5 things in your life that frighten you, bum you out, irritate you. Find reasons to be grateful for them and write them down. And feel this gratitude. Don't just give it lip service. Feel it. Number 2, make a list every evening before bed of 10 things that you're grateful for. Number 3, list 5 reasons you have faith in yourself. That might be a tough one for some people. 5 reasons you have faith in yourself. Number 4, list 5 reasons you have faith in the universe. That one probably comes a little bit easier, I would think, at least for me. Number 5, give comes from abundance. Get comes from lack. Place your focus on abundance and strengthen your faith by giving away money every day for 29 days. I have that book down below. I didn't even realize until I'm reading this, because I haven't even read these until now with you guys. But I do have a book down below in the description that's called 29 Gifts. And this is exactly what it's talking about. That you place your focus on abundance and strengthen your faith by giving away money every day for 29 days. Give as little as a nickel or as much as you can in whatever way you can. Do it secretly whenever possible. So if you want to know about 29 Gifts, that book is mentioned down below. It is an awesome book, and it's the exact same thing where this woman gave for 29 days. Number 6, and this is the last one, faith requires patience. All seeds have a gestation period, and it's up to the universe, not us, how long that period is. Getting all uptight and freaked out doesn't make it go any faster. Put 3 things in place to help yourself stay patient while keeping your faith strong. Here are some options. Practice deep breathing anytime you feel yourself starting to freak out. Repeating a mantra like, it's a coming, I can feel it. It's a coming, I can feel it. That sounds like something Selena would say. A coming, it's a coming, I can feel it. Soaking in the feelings of how it will be once it arrives. Get super specific and have these tools at the ready. What you focus on, you create more of. So focusing on impatience equals lack equals pushing it away. Choose what to focus on to strengthen your faith and patience, and you will be victorious. Fill in the blank. I'm grateful to money because, and you fill in your blank for that one. All right. She will lose it, yes. Yeah, you can buy her 20 screwdrivers and she'll lose all 20. Oh, it's an electric screwdriver. Selena loves the faith that we have in her, right? Well, you've done it, Selena. All right. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I hope you got something out of tonight's topic that you can use. I know it was an eye-opener for me on some things and has me thinking. So hope you all got something from that. Tomorrow night, I will be back with Selena for our one prize short of a Happy Meal at 7:30 p.m. Central. Wednesday night, I'll be back on with Tammy. And we might be changing it up a little bit for Wednesday. So you want to know what's going on, you got to come. So that'll be 7:30 p.m. Central Wednesday night. You got to be there if you want to know how we're changing things up. Thursday night, Cool Ranch will be back with me at 7:30 p.m. Central. And then Saturday night, Selena and I will be back on, just not sure what time yet. And I think we'll probably even bring back Deal or No Deal again. We both love that game, and I know a lot of people love that game as well. So be watching for the thumbnail for that for this Saturday. So getting back into things, getting geared back up, ready to go, finish out strong for quarter 4. So thank you, Cool. It's just charging, you just don't know where. You're so funny, Selena. All right, so make sure you have the bell marked for all notifications. I think I'm going to continue dropping more Buy It Now videos. I've really enjoyed doing those. A lot less stress for me and everything. So, but you never know when I might pop up as well. I got some opportunities that the boss is going to be out of the office. So I'll be working from home. So you never know when I might just pop up. So, all right, make sure I'm not missing anything in chat. I don't think I am. All right, guys, it's been fun. Get your faith and gratitude on, and we'll see you at the next Monday Motivation next week. Let's do this thing. Good night, guys.